During the Great Depression, Americans faced a reality that feels almost unimaginable today. Money was scarce, electricity was unreliable in rural areas, and families had to innovate simply to see after dark. Out of necessity, a simple tool emerged that would light homes, porches and farmyards without relying on the grid: the jar lantern. These lanterns were more than a makeshift solution. They were a lifeline, a blend of practicality and ingenuity that turned glass jars, leftover oil and scavenged wicks into reliable illumination. For modern preppers and survivalists, the jar lantern remains a blueprint, a reminder that effective solutions often come from simplicity, resourcefulness, and a deep understanding of materials. Why were these lanterns safer than open flames? Well, open flames pose significant hazards, especially in homes built with wood and fabric interiors. Depression-era jar lanterns, you see, mitigated risk in several ways. The glass jar acted as a barrier between the flame and the surroundings, while the small controlled wick prevented fuel overflow. By raising the wick just a bit above the oil level, the flame burned consistently without flaring up. Families, through a bit of trial and error, learned how to stabilize jars on flat surfaces, place them inside larger containers to catch spills, and position them out of reach of children. These built-in safety measures, honestly, are crucial lessons for modern preppers, especially in emergency shelters or temporary housing where fire hazards must be minimized. Now, how did fuel choices affect efficiency and light quality? One of the most overlooked aspects of jar lanterns was fuel selection. Vegetable oils were common, but rendered animal fats were often more accessible and burned longer, producing a steady, warm light. Some households even combined oils to extend burn time. Modern survivalists, frankly, can take this further by identifying renewable fuel sources, from leftover cooking oil to tallow. Understanding fuel density, smoke production, and flame temperature is essential. For instance, a dense fat produces a longer-lasting flame, but may need a slightly higher wick to maintain brightness. These practical details, learned out of necessity during the Depression, remain relevant for anyone seeking off-grid lighting solutions today. How did these lanterns fit into broader survival strategies? The jar lantern was not just about illumination, it was a multi-purpose tool for daily survival. Families relied on it for evening chores, reading, sewing, and food preparation. It extended productive hours after sunset without expensive electricity. Modern preppers, honestly, can replicate this strategy by integrating jar lanterns into layered survival plans. A single lantern can serve as a light source, a signaling device in emergencies, or even a small heat source when multiple units are clustered safely. The principle is clear: low-tech, easily maintained tools often provide the highest practical utility in uncertain conditions. Now, how do you apply jar lantern knowledge today? Recreating a Depression-era jar lantern is simple, but attention to detail ensures safety and efficiency. Choose a sturdy glass jar, secure a well-measured wick, and use available oils for fuel. Place the lantern on a flat, stable surface and monitor the flame during use. For modern preparedness, maintain multiple wicks and a small supply of fuel to rotate as needed. These lanterns teach us resilience, resourcefulness, and the power of repurposing common materials. They also illustrate a core survival principle. Solutions that work under extreme resource constraints often outperform complex technologies in emergencies. The Depression-era jar lantern is more than a relic. It is a testament to human ingenuity and a blueprint for modern preparedness. Its simple design, practical functionality, and adaptability ensured survival for countless households during one of America's toughest periods. For anyone interested in history, survival, or practical off-grid living, mastering this tool is both a lesson and a skill. If this deep dive into Depression-era innovation expanded your understanding of practical survival strategies, support Backyard Wisdom by subscribing, sharing this video, and helping preserve the knowledge of past ingenuity for generations still learning how to thrive under resource constraints.